I know that I know personally many people that you have worked with, patients of yours, that have come to you with some pretty serious health challenges, such as arthritis, osteoporosis, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, even cancer, that you recommend Kangen water to. It seems to be one of your first recommendations, and I know that they've all had some amazing results with their health challenges or improvement. Can you explain why? I mean, does it really help with just about any illness? Can you see an improvement just drinking this water? And of course with other things also.
Jeannie, the way I'd like to answer that question is like this. To understand all of these different health challenges, you have to understand that they're simply signals, just like the light in your car is. When something's out of balance or when something's wrong, the little light on the dash comes on. And different things can be wrong and different lights will therefore come on. But each light signals to you something's wrong. Mm-hmm. Each one of these disease processes or imbalances that you just mentioned are all simply signals telling us something's out of balance. Let me see if I can explain to you this way, using this little analogy, how this works and how the water is so crucial. Imagine for just a minute that the water inside your body is really the water in a fish tank. And we have this fish tank, and we have lots of fish swimming around in the tank. Just like the cells in your body, these fish are fed by the fluids that they are bathed in. And we call these interstitial fluids. Now, these interstitial fluids are actually fed by the bloodstream. And what happens is the bloodstream brings in fuel and oxygen in the form of food and air, oxygen. And those are brought into this fluid, just like we dump food into the top of the fish tank. Mm-hmm. And then the cells, just like the fish, are fed by this food and oxygen. Now, just like the fish, they eat this food and they metabolize it, and then they excrete waste back out into that fluid. Now, the body's job is to take that waste material and get rid of it. And the efficiency at which it does that determines our health. It's really that simple, and there's a lot of smarter men than me out there who have written numbers of books and research papers showing us that the efficiency that we do that determines our health in many levels, mentally, physically, emotionally, and to some degree even spiritually. Because these waste materials or waste products literally change the way the cells work. Just like the goldfish swimming around in your fish tank, mm-hmm. they start to get sick if there's too much polluted water in the tank. Now, the crazy part about this is that we know if our fish are getting sick that we need to clean up the water. But for some reason in our society, we don't understand the same principle holds true to our body's cells. And so we don't even consider cleaning up the water. And yet it's the water truly that is the carrier. So with every one of these different terrible health conditions that you just mentioned, if we can get the water in the body cleaner, things start to happen. And with this powerful Kangen water, what we're really doing is we're energizing the cells by cleaning them up, by moving the toxins out faster, and by alkalizing the body, we're actually taking a lot of load or pressure off the body's buffering systems, which helps the pancreas, it helps several of the other glands and organs. It helps reduce bone loss because of the minerals that's stored in the bones. And another aspect of this water that's incredibly important in that aspect or in that part is this water literally goes in and helps the body utilize better the nutrition that you're eating. So if you're being careful with your diet, if you're eating the right foods, especially those alkalizing foods like fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and grains, legumes, then it's going to make the nutrients in there, and what I mean by nutrients is vitamins and minerals and amino acids and essential fatty acids. It's going to make those more bioavailable. They're more utilized by the body. And so just taking your regular amount of vitamins, for example, your regular daily multivitamins, and drinking this water, what will happen is those vitamins, instead of you assimilating maybe 10 or 15% of those, you may get 70 or 80% of those because of this water being in the body. Mm-hmm. And wow. So it's an incredible and powerful way to enhance what we're trying to accomplish.
Dr. Carpenter, I understand that there are many other properties to the Enagic water machine as far as the different types of water that can be used for various things, all of them very important to one's health. And I know that I personally have had some amazing results with skin blemishes with the strong acid water. I mean, I had a very, very scary looking brown spot on my hand right here that had been there 2 years, completely disappear. Mm-hmm. Another one on my shoulder that looked very frightening. And people are starting to see eczema and things of that nature disappear. So if you could just touch on a little bit some of the other properties of the various waters that come from this machine, because certainly we're all starting to understand the importance of the Kangen water, what that can do for our bodies in ridding it of the acid waste. But I think that as people get more and more knowledgeable of the many uses, of course, that makes so much sense as to why people should have this in their home. So if you could just touch on some of the other types of water that we benefit from having this machine.
Absolutely. I think, you know, it would be good to understand that beauty...
And, excuse me, and why did that happen?
Okay. That's a good point. I think it's really helpful to understand that beauty begins on the inside. Basically, you need to clean the inside of the body as much as possible, and you do that by drinking this good water and also eating the right foods. But those things on the outside of the body, we approach slightly different. The reason is the skin is slightly acidic. The pH of the skin, if it's healthy skin, is somewhere around 6.5, where the inside of the body should be slightly alkaline, except in certain parts of the digestive system. So the skin, we can use what they call beauty water on, and the Japanese love this water. It's actually made during the process of electrolysis when the drinking water is made. And this water has about a 6.5 pH. It's slightly astringent, meaning it tightens up the pores. You can spray that on the skin. You can wash your hair in it. You can wash all of your skin with it. And it's an incredible tool to help keep you looking young, keep the wrinkles down. Again, it needs to be combined with proper eating and drinking plenty of water.